go. So the next thing we're going to do is go through a few functional assessments. The first thing, or first test we're going to use is an overhead squat. So we're going to grab, you can use dowling for this, or a bar, anything you want to really. So if you just go above your head with the bar, shoulder width apart with your feet will go nice and as wide as you feel comfortable. And then just try and do a squat for me all the way down. Perfect. And again.
Not clicking.
And then if you turn to the side, same thing. And what you're looking for with this one, obviously, is depth of the squat. Let's go one more. Whether the arms stay back over the head, do the arms come forwards, and then from the front you're looking for knees, whether they fall inwards, basically. And again, another video I'll go through the overhead squat and what you can do in order to make that better. So then we're going to just go for a normal squat. So I just want to have a look as well at normal squatting. So just hands in front, and just going down into that normal squat and back up. Similar thing with this, we're just looking at how well they can move. You're looking at the knees, whether they come in line with the toes, whether they come inwards. Again, those things are not necessarily a problem, but we're just going to see how it looks. Also, chest position, so is the chest up, does the head, a lot of people will kind of come forwards as they squat, so again, there's lots of things that we can do for that. So just looking at those things when we squat. Then we're going to have a quick look at more of the upper body. 3 quick tests that I really like for this one. One, firstly, is a press up, so if we come down into press up position, and then just do a normal press up how you do it. So press up position, and again, perfect. What you're looking for with this would be back position. So is there a lot of rounding of that lower back? It's fine, you can relax. So is there a lot of rounding of that lower back? Where does the head come down? So if the head comes down in between the hands, that's another thing that a lot of people will do. You want that head to be coming in front of the hands. Emily's obviously quite fit, so she can do these things, and she's strong, so she can do it. But a lot of people are going to struggle. They're going to come with their head in between their hands, and so that's something to watch out for technique-wise as well. So you just want to have a look at really how they move, have they got that strength, have they got that core stability to enable them to keep a good position when they're in that press-up position. The other thing I really like as well is if you come back against the wall, and then just standing against the wall, bringing the arms all the way up as far as you can go, and then back down again, same thing on the left. And what I'm looking for here, back down, perfect, does the lower back arch as Emily goes up towards the wall, and just generally the range of movement as well. And that's going to give me an indication of shoulder joint range of motion and whether there's any compensations with that lower back. So that's something I always look for. The reason I look for that one is because when you're pressing overhead, if you have someone that really arches their lower back doing this, the likelihood is they're going to be getting a lot of stress through the lumbar spine, and they're not going to be pressing through their shoulders and with good mobility in the shoulders. So this is something that will very quickly give you an indication of that. Last one, if I get you onto the ground, Emily, onto your side, with one leg over the top, so just have a lie down on your side. And then if you bring your right leg over the top to 90 degrees, perfect, and then lie all the way flat. So this one's a sideline rotation. So if you just hold onto your right leg with your left arm, that's it. And then right arm, I want you to come over the top towards touching the floor. Yeah. So just seeing whether they can do that. Can they rotate over towards the ground? And then this is going to bring in chest flexibility. It's going to bring in thoracic mobility and lumbar mobility as well, and glutes flexibility as well. So it brings in lots of different things, all of which a lot of people have problems with, especially if you have clients or patients with lower back pain. This is one that often they really struggle with. And then I get them to change sides and I get them to do it on the other side so I can compare and contrast. And again, you can see Emily's very good at doing this, but a lot of people you have and see won't be that great at doing this sort of movement. And you can also do this with a bent elbow as well. So if you go your hand behind your head, same thing. You'd start, so if you rotate now back over, so keep your position of your lower body, but rotate that arm back over the top, yes it. And you can do repetitions of this, so actually rotate down towards the floor, then rotate back over all the way so that your elbow touches the floor on the other side, and then rotate again. So you can use this as a mobility exercise. Lots of the things we're going to do you can use as a mobility exercise as you go along. So that's another really, really quick assessment you can use. Lower body, we've used the squat, we've looked at the overhead squat, which is going to give you a lot of information. And then upper body, we've looked more at press up, we've looked at the arm to wall test, and we've looked at the sideline rotation test. And from all those things that you can then have a really good base for certain things that you might want to program, along with other assessment techniques that we're going to do in later videos. And obviously, as I said before, we're going to go through what you could do about certain problems that you might find. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully you got a lot of valuable content out of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe by clicking up here. This will mean that you don't miss out on any of the strength physio videos. Also, check out my next video down here, and I will hopefully see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.